Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Syrinscape Twitch channel for a little bit more Cyberpunk Red action. We're back with Out on a Limb once again. Welcome all. Once again, you can win some prizes. We are going to be giving away what we've been giving away the other weeks as well, which is a copy of a digital and physical copy of Cyberpunk Red and a subscription to Syrinscape. You'll need to be here at the halfway for your secret word and then pop it in at the end. Now, I would like to introduce the cast, again, in no particular order. Kelli.
But wait, you said no particular order, and then you immediately said me, and I thought it was going to be someone else, and I don't think that's fair. Anyway. Hi, I'm Kelli, the opera geek. I play the Rockerboy, Olympia, who makes excellent decisions at all times.
Always. And Sara.
Hi, I'm Sara. I play Nyx Phosphate, who's the Medtech. And I also found out today that apparently I'm being hunted down by the police, so that's fun.
And Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games. I'm playing your Netrunner Nero, who apparently has the least issues to deal with of everyone else. And that is not me having you jinx that, Simon. Or Phil. Or anyone out there who wants this to happen. I see you in the distance, Simon. I feel you wishing cause and chaos.
Simon has no control here. That's all me.
But he wills it into existence. That's what I'm... That's... Simon's the agent of chaos watching from above.
He is Simon is behind the scenes. Wandering DM is behind the scenes operating the Syrinscape player, which is doing all our atmosphere and our sound effects. As you hear there. And we are supported, as always, by our Talsorian Games as well, publishers of Cyberpunk Red. Now, Tanya will be coming in about halfway through. I myself am Phil. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm Phil from Baby Beard Media, and I'm your GM for tonight. So, if we're all sitting comfortably, I'll begin. Thing about this city is nothing stays hidden for long. Unless you can make it real convenient for chums to look the other way. So, if you're asking, do I think this Ripperdoc poisoned Night City cyberware for kicks? Nah, of course not. But if they end up taking the fall, that'll be the end of story for most folks. They'll know it's a lie, but it never pays to go digging around for the dirty truth. All you get is covered in muck with nothing to show for it. That's what I say. So, we are going to jump forward to the next day after our eventful night at the night market, where our edge runners were jumped by some corporate assassins who have a hit out on Nyx. Nyx has started to leak some of the virus data that they have been researching on Rockland's cyber virus, and without the protocols or the media know-how to disguise where it's coming from, that's put a big target on their back. But we will begin today with our Rockerboy, because you have calls from both Aubrey and Alicia Darvo.
All right, this will go well.
So Aubrey has left messages, rather distressed that you haven't been in touch for a few days. Have you even opened my my new piece that I've written for you? As you can see, it's going to need a 3-part harmony sung in real time. So you really need that vocal enhancer that you refused last time. So that's upsetting Aubrey. Expecting a reply, and Alicia is asking if that you're just checking that you are coming to tutor Mason today. Obviously, your involvement with with Nyx has not gotten to them. Apparently, it doesn't seem like you're implicated. So they are still waiting for you to come by and tutor Mason today. What do you do?
So Olympia is sitting on her floor where she has been all night since she got back. And she just keeps pushing go to voicemail, or the equivalent in Cyberpunk. She just keeps sending everyone to voicemail.
Darling, you know I can do that for you. If you want me to screen all of your calls, I can screen all of your calls. You don't need to punish yourselves this way.
I mean, if you could censor all my calls, why are you letting them come through?
I can only do so if you ask me to, and you would rather sit here and press the button on your agent over and over again.
Actually, wait a second. I have internal agent. What am I doing? Just like tapping my Bluetooth over and over?
You just no.
Like knocking my head against the wall?
No. The Cyberpunk equivalent, maybe, yeah. mentally pushing it to voicemail while having a conversation with the friend in your head.
Can you just send back a blanket message that I'm not feeling well and I'll respond to them later?
I can indeed, darling, yes. So you're not cancelling with Mason today?
The look on Olympia's face, if anyone was there, it would look like someone just dumped 10 tons of crap on her birthday party. Like that, she does not want to do this. I don't even know what they want me to teach the small human? But I guess...
believe he's about 6 years old.
Who names their child after him? Never mind, we're not going to talk about it. Yes, just tell them I'll be there at like... What time do children go to bed?
I'm not sure. I've never had children, but usually sometime early evening, I believe.
Tell them I'll be there at like 3 o'clock.
I can do, yes. Sending
Tell
some
Aubrey
message now.
I refuse to use a vocal enhancer. I will absolutely find more people for the ensemble. But I'm getting a little tired of hearing her insult me.
You want me to add that one at the end? Okay.
No, I don't want you to add that one at the end.
Just checking. We have got into trouble in the past where the last sentence in your messages is usually not something you actually want to send.
To talk about actions based on things people shouldn't have said right now.
Understood.
Right.
Okay. Messages sent.
Good. Now, send everybody else to voicemail.
Done, darling. May I suggest that you get some sleep?
What time is it?
It's about 9:30 in the morning. You've been awake most of the night.
Well, there's no point in sleeping now, then.
Understand. Well, I don't sleep, so I don't know. But you appear fatigued.
She grabs a pillow off of her bed and puts it behind her, like leans on the wall and goes, "Fine, wake me up in an hour."
Setting your alarm.
And she tries to go to sleep for a little bit and take a nap.
Excellent. Nyx. You are in the process of working through a counter agent for this virus. This cyber virus, which you've determined kind of turns people into a kind of proprietary platform that makes people incompatible with rival cyberware. In your lab, in your clinic, you also have Proxy. Now, Proxy's been there since the crisis a few days ago and doesn't seem to be recovering. Can you give me a medical tech or a deduction roll to do your morning kind of rounds for proxy?
Yeah, let's see where medical tech is. Sorry, I'm still looking for medical tech.
That's okay. So it's your technique, your technical skill, and then it's plus the combined total of cryotech and pharmaceuticals. A little complicated, this one.
Okay. 12 cryotech.
It'll be between 0 and 4, because it'll be where you spent your medtech specialist points.
Okay. So it was what? It was cryotech and what?
Cryotech and pharmaceuticals. Those are your two technical medtech skills.
Right.
So if you've got one in each of those, you have 2. Sorry, yep.
Which section is it in? Sorry, I can't see it in this sheet for some reason.
So you would have put it in the notes, hopefully underneath your class skill.
One second.
I remember you put most of your points in surgery.
I did, yeah.
I think, do you remember if it was 2 or 3 in surgery?
I think I put 2 into surgery.
Okay, well then the other 2 points would be divided between your tech skills, making your medtech skill 2.
Okay.
So if you're 2-1-1, you'd have 2. So you want to add your technical ability, your D10, and 2.
Okay, that's 14.
Great. So if you remember, we got there. It's great. So if we remember, Proxy had a malfunctioning neural implant. So it was pretty serious, and you did brain surgery on her to remove the implant, but she hasn't fully recovered, unfortunately. So she seems to be having increasing seizures. So there were some kind of small ones overnight, pretty much indetectable. So if she was awake, they'd be kind of absent seizures, but they're kind of progressing into sort of complex partial seizures and some facial motor involvement, that sort of thing. With your role, you can kind of see this pattern emerging, but you don't have like a clear way to counteract it. But you get the trajectory that she's deteriorating. Unfortunately, you are still working on a counteragent. So you have a bit of a trade-off. You can try and use the research you have done so far to counteract it, but it's very difficult. The more days you spend researching, the easier it will become to halt the progress of the deterioration of her condition. But there's more chance of long-lasting damage the longer you wait. So you have a bit of a medical dilemma. Act now and it's more risky. Act later and there's a chance that you might not be in time to save all of her faculties. How do you feel?
That's a conflict. Yeah, I don't think it's not in Nyx's character to, I think, try something experimental on someone if they aren't sure what the result will be, because it could cause way more damage than the option where they know what the outcome is likely to be. And plus, if Proxy does happen to have long-lasting term effects from this, you should be able to treat symptoms and rehabilitation and things. At least there's things in place for that.
Yeah.
So I think logically Nyx would come to the decision that to give her just anticonvulsants for now.
Yeah. So you decide to hold off for now and continue your research, but you have this kind of reminder of the potential consequences and the need to find a cure for this virus sort of sitting in your clinic waiting for you as you work. You know for now that she's not in any danger of kind of immediately dying, but you will have to sort of keep an eye on her as you go. But yes, as you work in your fume hood and try to propagate your virus and run programs on it, Proxy is there, sleeping now comfortably, but as a sort of quiet reminder of the stakes. Now, Nero.
Yes.
So you tell me your agent kind of changes personality based on circumstances a little bit?
Yeah.
When you're at home, what does your agent sound like?
Probably calm, a little bit sly, to fit like the mood of like there's nothing intense happening right now.
Okay, so morning, Netrunner.
Morning.
Just a reminder that you and Olympia are scheduled to head back into the corporate zone today.
No, that's right. Thank you.
Your guys as bodyguard, manager. Can't quite remember.
It was bodyguard with a little bit of paparazzi built in to make it seem like there was a scandal going on.
Excellent.
I was like living my old life for a minute.
You have several calls from Kitty Kicks.
You can clear those.
Cleared. How would you like me to respond to future inquiries as to your time and availability?
He's dead. No,
I do not understand.
Never mind. That was originally Nero saying, "Tell Kitty that Nero's dead."
You died.
But instead, we'll have to reschedule. This augmentation thing is taking up more time than expected. Apologies, Kitty.
Sending now.
Thank you.
Apparently, he just wants to get to know you better.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. There's a lot that he wants to get to know better.
Anything on the cards for today? Your schedule is clear until this evening, till this afternoon, when you're due to head into the corporate zone.
Can you do a search on Nyx, Olympia, and Strife, just to see if there's anything popping up about them lately?
Give me a library search with +2 for using your agent.
All right. You said library?
Yeah, library search.
Got it. Oh my god. That's a 24.
Wow.
Yeah. That's love them crits.
Well, there is a APB out on Nyx. All points bulletin on Nyx. They are a wanted individual. Their likeness is being spread around. They are a wanted bioterrorist. It's pretty serious. Looks like there's a bounty attached as well now for not huge at the moment. It's only about 5,000 eddies, but it may escalate as time goes on. But yourself and Olympia and Strife are not currently implicated at all. It's all on Nyx at the moment.
How hard would it be to change who that bounty is for, would you say?
Very.
Okay.
I mean, can you get to the NYPD and NCDPD? Can you get into their database?
Okay, so I'd have to do it directly inside of their database.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now it's also now kind of public as well.
Yeah.
It's been circulated quite a lot.
I want my agent to try to circulate rumors that someone is trying to blame Nyx to cover their tracks, if possible.
Do you know a media? Do you think that Nero would know a media? Because media are the people in Cyberpunk, the edgerunners in Cyberpunk. You need to be credible with this sort of information. You do not have the skills as a netrunner to disseminate that kind of information. I'm willing for you to say roll local knowledge to find a media in heaven who can help you out.
You said local knowledge?
Local knowledge, yeah, for heaven itself. And then you can sort of start to spread a counter narrative. But it's a very specific skill that medias have access to.
Oh my god, I kid you not. With another crit, that's a 29 total.
Holy cow.
Yeah, digital rollers. Never going back. That's not true. When it breaks, then I'm going back.
So, you know that Moon, who these days runs the farm, Purcell Farm up near the top of the tower, is an old school media. And still writes articles and still has access to, still writes things on CityNet. He could probably help you.
All right. Well, I'll have my agent send them a message about trying to run that story and offer a bonus story of an inside scoop about Olympia and her new man.
Just to get the airwaves buzzing.
Yep.
Is this what happens when I don't listen to you for like 5 seconds, Gabe?
Yes. Yes. I am the youngest of 4, so this is my life.
So Moon comes back, or at least the agent using his voice comes back. Hey, I see you need to muddy the waters a little bit in defense of one of our fellow dreamers. I noticed she'd been smeared. I didn't believe it for a second.
Yeah, it's a shame. Money is money to some people.
Well, I've been around the block. It's straight out of the classic corporate playbook. I can start a counter narrative for you, but it'll take some time to get the hooks into the right people. I think it's a smear job, but a lie can get around the world by the time the truth has activated its cybernetics, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'll do what I can. No problem. I haven't written a good piece in a while. Good luck out there.
Story.
Oh, I'm not much for a scream sheet gossip. You might need to spread that around elsewhere. Not really my area of expertise.
Yeah, no worries. Worth asking.
Is it for real though?
Yeah, it is. God.
Olympia. Wolfie in your head wakes you up a little bit later on.
Oh.
Darling.
What?
You need to be getting ready to head up to the executive zone for your appointment today.
What time is it?
I woke you after an hour, so it's about...
it's 10:30, and I said 3.
Yeah, but you said to wake you after an hour, and you just take rather a long time to get ready.
She switches him off.
Hey, agents, do what you tell them to.
She gets up to get ready, but she switches him off. Or at least she puts him on silent.
Yeah, that's right.
She puts him on silent for right now.
Okay, so you have Oleg lined up to drive you back again. You've put Aubrey off, and you have a chance to kind of get ready to go to the executive zone. What's your get up? Are you going full school mom or cool teacher? What are you doing?
I mean, she's probably just going to wear what she would normally wear during the day to go up to the corporate sector. So, a variation on normal, which is, just the pants with the knee-high boots, and probably like one of those military-style button-up coats all the way to the neck, but it is, like, longer. It's fancy. Okay. It's something Kelli wants, but can't afford.
Oh, hey! Companion has arrived.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. We love a little visit. Okay, so let's jump ahead to arriving once again outside of the Darvo residence. Do you have anything to talk about in the car ride on the way up, you two?
It depends. Olympia would check the news. Is there anything in the news?
About Nix? Yeah, Nix is a wanted terrorist. The two of you are clear for now.
Including the scream sheets?
I don't know. I'd probably put up some nonsense about who is this dashing unknown man that.
Yeah, it's definitely starting. It's definitely starting in a few corners of CityNet. This rumor about Muse or with a potential new fella. You don't have a huge citywide following. You have kind of a niche cult following, so it's not like number one news. But certainly in the Olympia the Muse fan corners of CityNet, there's definitely some rife speculation. The person who took photos with you at the night market last night is getting a lot of clout out of this, because they were there. So they are milking that clout for as much as they can. We all know how social media works now.
Proud of them.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, she'll just look at it and she just kind of sighs to herself. Other than that, she just looks out the window. She doesn't want to talk.
I mean, overall, your mentions, in total, the mentions of Muse and the buzz around you is increasing. In totality. So it is actually raising your profile.
Oh, but she doesn't care. No, that's not why she's staring out the window. She's staring out the window because she shot and killed someone last night.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
The whole, how it can backfire on you to have a very carefully crafted persona of being cool and not caring, and suddenly, oops.
Yes. Yes, your veneer is starting to damage you as well as
she would make sure that there's no mentions of a body being found behind Kitty's night market to make sure that the trash got taken out.
Yeah, it looks like Kitty is good at cleaning up after you. So yeah, there's plus body counts in Night City, especially in the rougher parts, the places that are still recovering, pretty astronomical most nights. So a few unidentifiable corporate assassins are not going to make the news. Plausible deniability. So, as we know, the Darvos have this palatial residence up in the corporate zone. We're high above the above Night City here, up in the California hills, above that layer of smog that sits over the city most days. It's almost pleasant up here with their hyper modern angular home with all, you know, floor to ceiling windows. And Oleg drops you off outside with a nod. He appreciates that there's maybe a little bit of tension, there's a little bit of kind of quiet, kind of calm. Things are a bit more serious than they were last time. And just a reminder for anyone that Nero has put their biometric data on the lock for Darvos' private office. When you come to the door, Alicia is there waiting, and it looks like she's been day drinking.
I mean, yeah.
And her eyes are quite red, so maybe day other stuff as well.
With her kid at home. All right, not judging, but totally judging. Mm-hmm.
So she opens the door for you. Her eyes are red. She's a little tipsy. She's not totally wrecked, but she's obviously a little bit under. She's like, hello, Olympia, and your bodyguard. Come in. Oh, what a day it's been.
Oh, really? Has it been a day? What's happened to you today? And she's giving Nero the side eye of, what the hell?
Me.
Oh, no, it's just I agreed to help organize a friend's wedding, and they have been freaking out all day over absolutely nothing. So I'm just a little bit stressed, that's all.
A little bit of a bridezilla?
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, my wedding, I kept it very simple.
Oh, did you?
Max and I, we just, it was a location wedding on the beach. Just a few friends and family. Why can't more people just keep it chill like that? Barefoot on the beach. I don't understand why it has to be this whole thing.
I mean, I have never had the pleasure, so I'll take your word for it. And she'll just kind of smile.
If you can get down to Cancun, make sure you do. You can't miss it. Anyway, you're not here to gossip. You're here to work, surely. Mason's in his room. I don't know what exactly you want to teach him.
Well, that is something very, yes, I should probably ask you, what do you want me to teach the jar, the small human?
The jar?
Nothing.
Okay, so I don't know. We just think he should have a bit more of a grounding in some of the more the classic things. He's all into his video games on his agent, and don't get me wrong, I think video games are a great way to unwind, but I think he needs something a little bit more creative, maybe he's got a hidden talent for music. Maybe you can introduce him to some of the classics you know so much about. Maybe you can teach him, I don't know, do you play instruments? Can you play piano or something? You could teach him singing, I don't know.
I have the ability to play accompaniments, for him to listen to while he would sing.
Oh,
so you
excellent.
want me to teach a 6-year-old to sing? And there's like a small part of her face that is twitching, which Kelly's also is twitching at the thought of this.
I don't know. He might be really talented.
I will give you the lecture at break.
Okay. Well, she takes you through to his room, which is bigger than your apartment. Certainly, definitely bigger than your room in the Tower Heaven. Maybe about similar size to the apartment that's paid for by Aubrey in the city. but it's certainly luxurious for a 6-year-old. And he's dressed very kind of preppily in like in little shorts and like a little sweater vest, and he has every kind of gadget and gizmo and toy in his room, kind of splayed everywhere essentially, and he himself is just like he's like lying on his stomach in the room with his agent, basically just like tapping away at some sort of game.
All right, so Alicia takes me there and then just leaves me with this child.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm. Is Nero stayed with me? Nero stayed with me, right? Nero, do you know anything about children?
Nero has a job to do.
There's gadgets
Nero
in
just
here.
looks at you.
There's gadgets in here.
Smiles the biggest smile. You know, we both have very important jobs to do, don't we?
I'm going to kill you in your sleep one day.
Not the first. Say that, won't be the last. But
Go have
fun.
With Pepper pot, whatever it is. I don't know.
I will, Auntie Olympia.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
So Olympia goes in the room and just stands there for a minute and stares at this child.
I mean, he ignores you pretty much. He's in his game. Just ignores you. Totally ignores you.
What else? Are there any other video games around the room?
Yeah, there's like a big flat screen on one wall that presumably has every modern console attached to it.
That's okay. Olympia will go sit on the floor in front of that and start playing something on the TV.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to ignore the child if he's ignoring me. I don't care.
We'll come back to you in a minute.
Sure.
We'll see how that goes.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, I like this. You're just going to sit and use the hour to play games. That's what I'd do. So, Nero, you are out here with Alicia. She goes, what did you say your name was again?
You can call me Vincent. That's my real name.
Oh, well, Vincent, you haven't got much to do. Do you indulge?
I do. But can you keep up?
Well, of course. I mean, it's on me. I've just been doing a few lines of synth out the back in the kitchen. If you want to come and shoot the shit.
Sure, be my pleasure.
Excellent.
Oh,
so you go to the kitchen. She pours you some brown liquor, and cuts you a line of synth coke. Do you do drugs, Nero?
I feel like he probably did in the past and hasn't in a while since.
Let me just find street drugs, because there are rules for these.
Yeah.
Street drugs. We've got... it's not black lace or blue glass or boost. Synth coke. Lasts 4 hours. For the duration of the primary effect, the user's reflex increases by 1 point. You can... in addition, they are prone to paranoid ideation. Now, you're pretty laid back. Okay, so I need you to resist drugs DV15 for me.
Okay. Uh, 19.
Great. So you've been around. You've done some drugs. You're not addicted to it. You can indulge for today. You can do a line and not go, oh shit, yeah, I remember what this is like. I've got to get more of this. No, you're cool. You played it easy. That's nice. So what's your plan from here? How are you going to get away from Alicia into the office?
I want to fake getting drunk and get her drunk enough that she's ready to go to sleep and then let her fall asleep in a chair.
Okay, so this is a persuasion or an acting. Which would you like to use?
Ooh, let's see. Which is better for Mr. Nero? Where's acting under? Oh, I see that.
It's a performance skill, yeah.
Persuasion. Way better at that.
Persuasion, yes.
Okay. And I am... all right, I'm gonna use 2 luck for just to bump it up to a better point.
Great.
Care for a drink?
Okay. Let's see. So with 2 luck, that is 22.
Okay, so you can kind of continue to pour drinks for Alicia. You can kind of continue to push the mirror back more often that it comes your way.
Yeah.
Until she's kind of gone a bit further than she normally would. And at this point, she's looking a little bit worse for wear, given your pushing of substances on her. And so she at some point she's like, I might need to lie down.
That makes sense.
You're a bit too much fun, and it's been a big day. I'm sorry. I'm being a terrible host.
No, this is my job. My job is to make sure that my client and the people associated with my client are safe. Get some well-deserved rest.
Yeah, okay. I'll go stumble off. Just you and Olympia let yourselves out when you're all finished, okay?
Absolutely.
It really, it's just hitting me. It's just hitting me like a truck.
Yeah.
You ever have that where you think you're doing fine and then boom, you just got to crash out.
Every other day of my life.
Even with this little upper, I'm on my way out. Anyway. Don't take Max's car for a test drive.
Oh, never. I don't drive.
And at this point in the conversation, Pepper, the rolling ground drone, comes rolling through going, Incursion! Reset! Can you reset it again? Thank you. And it goes, and rolls back to its... Pepper rolls back to their charging station for now, and goes back to being asleep. Someone's coming out to audit that. Just hit the reset button if it goes rolling around again, okay?
Absolutely.
Bye.
Good night. Rest easy.
And she stumbles off into another room.
Excellent. God, that woman is ridiculous. Okay, well, she's asleep. Olympia's suffering. Should be a good night. I'm going to the office.
Okay. So, you stand in front of the biometric lock. Mm-hmm. It scans your face. There's a little moment of tension. You're like, has it taken? Did it work? Did you give the security system your name, or does it think that you're Max?
It thinks that I'm Max.
Good afternoon, Mr. Darvos. And the double door opens gently into a palatial, carpeted office. You hear the electrical whine of a electrical flooring disabling in the room, which would have been active should you have hacked your way in here. Inside the office is a wonderful walnut, real wood roll-top desk with a personal terminal on it, a wall safe in the back corner near a bookcase with real books on it. And on one side, the other side of the room is a secure server. that looks to be the place that you are going to be able to hack in as a Netrunner to get into Darvos files.
Can I shut the door behind me?
The door hisses closed behind you as soon as you step in.
Cool. All right, let's go to that server. Get this done sooner than later.
Okay. So you open your briefcase, get out your cyber deck and your goggles, and drop in to the net here. First floor in the lobby is a skunk. Here it comes. A little cartoon skunk, a little Pepe Le Pew come to spray you with a speed of 4. 7.
Okay. Let's see.
So D10 plus your interface.
9. Let's go.
You are too quick for the skunk. You have 2 more actions this round. As a reminder, to deal with black ice, you can either destroy it using your programs or slide away from it to leave it in the dust.
I'm gonna slide.
Or just ignore it and keep moving.
Nah,
You're gonna slide?
Yep.
Okay, so sliding, you can do once per net running round.
Yeah.
And requires you to move to the next floor. So you slide down, landing on a password floor, away from the skunk. It has a perception of 2. You need to roll your slide check for me.
Okay. And that's still my D10 plus interface?
Yes. I got 11.
9 plus 6. 15. Yeah, math.
Plus 6, isn't your interface 4?
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Click the wrong button.
Haha. Still, it got a 9, you got a 9, it's got a plus 2, you got a plus 4, so you should still beat it.
Yep. Yeah. It's 13. Thank you.
So you drop in, the skunk comes at you. It's the black ice you've seen dozens of times before. You deftly slip behind it and disappear into the next floor before it can turn around, and it's none the wiser. You have 1 more action this round before it resets, and you're sitting on a password floor.
I want to try to break the password.
Backdoor the password.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do, obviously, is you can activate any booster programs, which will up your stats for the run if you have those on your deck. But for now, try and get this DV6 password. That is a 1d10 plus 4 again.
Okay. 11.
Easy peasy. Fingers flying over your deck. The password is no more. And the rest of, as the round resets, you spent 3 seconds dropping in through the lobby, which is always the first 2 floors, and you're feeling slick. You're feeling like you've got the job well in hand. New round, you have an undetermined number of floors below you. You can activate boosters, you can pathfind, or you can just start exploring down into the net. It's up to you. What do you do?
Let's pathfind.
Great. Give me a pathfinder roll, please.
All right. 12.
Excellent. That was a good roll once again. Let me just check the exact rules of Pathfinder. I always forget how many floors it gives you. My apologies. I'll just be a second.
I haven't rolled a 10 since I switched to physical dice. The digital dice are better for me.
Do you have special tech luck?
I might. Maybe it comes with the Roll20 employment. That's what it is.
Wow. So you get number of floors equal to your checks. You get 12 floors.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, you get to see the architecture. Lucky you. Okay. Do you have a pen? Do you want to write down what's in the rest of the architecture? Because you've got Scorpion.
What? Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on.
Scorpion. Sabretooth. Lich. You've got 3 black ice. Then a file.
Yep.
Then a hellhound.
Yep.
A control node,
Yep.
another file,
Okay.
and a control node.
Okay.
And that is the bottom of the architecture. No branches, just a 10-floor deep architecture with 4 black ice, 2 control nodes, and 2 files in there. Now, you're a Netrunner. If you want a quick review of what your black ice you're facing does, Scorpions will lower your move stat. Sabretooth will blow up your programs. Lich will lower your intellect, reflex, and dex, and the Hellhound will hurt you, your brain directly, and ignite your deck. So a lot of them are designed to slow you down physically or damage the programs you have running. The Hellhound is the one that actually causes you, is a risk to you.
That's the one I have.
So as the picture of the net emerges onto your AR goggles and you see black ice, black ice, black ice, black ice, and it gets more and more serious, that is where we'll take our break.
This is bad. Somebody else net run.